how to create viral video content for real estate agents. Today what I'm going to do is I'm bringing on a special guest, Pat Longley from Hawaii, an agent in my group who actually went viral last year with some of his first ever videos that was picked up on the news. And what we're going to do today is talk to you about how to create viral video content that actually attracts clients. Pat has now closed multiple high-tier transactions solely from his content on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Short-form content that is one of the most relevant, trending styles of content that you can be creating on this device right here in 2021. So what we're going to do is break down the exact style of videos that Pat was creating, how he created them, how you can create them, and the formula that you need to be following in order to create content that goes viral and starts to attract you business in 2021. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, and it's 2021. I'm incredibly excited to talk to Pat Longley today from Hawaii because we're going to talk about one of the most trending, relevant topics in real estate marketing come 2021, which is short form content. Pat has been an absolute beast on TikTok and been able to leverage short form content in order to actually get business. And we're going to get into that later, but I think that's one of the biggest questions people have is, doing this content on TikTok and these platforms where people think buyers and sellers aren't actually on, how the heck do you actually get business? So super grateful to have you on here, Pat. Welcome to the channel, brother.
Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it, bro.
Well, let's get straight into it because I've been blown away at the fact that some of your content has actually gone viral, been picked up by the news. And it's exciting because a lot of people have this misconception that you have to have this clean, perfect, polished content as a realtor in the suit and tie in order to attract clients. But before we get into the short-term kind of viral aspect of what you've been able to do to attract clients, why don't you give people just a quick rundown of who you are, where you're from, and then we'll get into the value.
Right on, brother. Yeah. So basically, I did have a little bit of experience in online marketing. So I did own a digital advertising company for about 10 years. And once after generating leads for real estate agents, I kind of saw that there's a lot of money to be made if you know how to leverage online lead generation, social media, things of that nature. So I naturally got into real estate, sold my digital advertising company. And now that's basically all I do now is just create content, sell and buy homes for my clients and generate leads.
I think it's awesome. And you're from Oahu?
Yeah, that's correct.
Exactly. So guys, what I'm going to do is make sure that you do check out, I'll link it in the description, Pat's YouTube channel, as well as his TikTok and Instagram, just so that you guys can reference a lot of what we're going to talk about today, because he's been able to demonstrate exactly what you can do to have fun by being yourself and actually leverage your authentic personality to build a great client database. So why did you kind of decide to leverage social media, and specifically why short form content instead of the traditional longer form like a lot of people assume you have to create to attract clients?
Yeah, so I really got into leveraging social media, specifically videos, because it created a 2.0 version of doing digital touches, right? So we were always told in real estate, you have to always be top of mind. And it was a natural way for me to push out content, whether it was professional or really just showing who I am as a person and just being the funny, happy-go-lucky guy. Because at the end of the day, people just want to work with people they know, like, and trust. So leveraging social media and making these videos, whether they're professional, showing that I actually know my stuff, or just showing them, some funny stuff that shows them who I am as a person, allows us to connect. So that's why I started leveraging social media, is because I can make a video, whether it's something fun or something serious, pump it out, and then create that natural digital touch where someone goes, oh yeah, that's right, Pat is super funny, or yes, he's in real estate, and connecting the two and keeping me top of mind.
I think it's awesome. And you've done such an incredible, job at that. So, the two things that I want to roll into is why TikTok, and then why don't you describe, how you created some content that went quite viral and what that did for your business.
Yeah, so it's really funny, Mike. You were actually the one who inspired me after watching all your videos and talking about TikTok. And I knew that it was going to be the new thing that everyone's going to be using. It's one of the I think it's the most used social media platform in the world right now. So I got onto it just to check it out, got really addicted to it, just watching videos. But what I really loved about it was I would see a lot of funny stuff that I like, and I could literally click one button and rinse and repeat and replicate it. And I already knew it was successful because it had 100,000, 500,000 views. And then I would just basically aggregate in for ideas from TikTok. If I liked something, I would copy it, put my face to it, use that audio, and I knew it'd be successful. And then I would just put it out on my social media platform. Everyone thought it was me being super funny when I really just leveraging somebody else's idea. And it's been working out great for me.
Yeah, it's it goes back to the notion that both of us really believe in, which is R&D, rip off and duplicate. So many people are trying to like reinvent the wheel in order to make a statement or to attract people, but you just look at what's proven to work and then you put your own spin and your own twist on it, and suddenly you can leverage what people have already vetted for you. So what was the video that started going viral for you? And talk about that story for a bit before we start going, more into the real estate side of things.
Yeah, so I was just using TikTok and using random things. Now, I'm sure everybody's going through this, but out here, specifically in Oahu, we have a mayor and a governor that not that many people are fans of, and the rules and regulations that they've been putting in place because of COVID made absolutely no sense. And everybody was joking about it, laughing about it. It was the topic around the town. So right before I went to go golf, I was just bored and I had some time to kill. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make a video about this COVID thing, because I was joking about it with some of my friends. And I was just basically talking to myself as if I was like the regulator or governor and telling me what the rules were. And I was just going back and forth with one another, going over these rules and regulations that made absolutely no sense. And it just went freaking nuts. I posted it, went and golfed, and my brother texted me, said, hey bro, I think your video is going viral. Every hole I went to, I had an extra 10,000 to 20,000 views. By the time I got home, I had 150,000 views.
It's insane. And the news picked it up, didn't it?
Yeah, so then that was crazy. And then I posted on Instagram, got a bunch of people like repeating, like putting it, reposting it, and it started to get a lot of traffic. And then I was laughing about it. And then the next day we were actually joking about it, like, oh, I'm probably gonna get a call from the governor or somebody. My phone rings and I have no idea who it is, blocked ID, pick it up. And it's the news station asking me that they want to interview me because the video has absolutely gone viral. So yeah, I ended up doing an interview with them, and it was great for, getting eyeballs on me. I doubled my followers on pretty much all my platforms, and it was insane. I can't believe how quick it happened.
It's crazy, man. And guys, you really do have to go check out Pat's content, because I've laughed my face off watching some of your videos. It's incredible. But what have you been able to do to leverage a platform like TikTok for real estate in order to, because, if you want to talk about the story about how you actually got quite a significant closed transaction from it, I'd love for you to share that with the audience. But what would kind of be your story for leveraging it for real estate, and what can others do to leverage a short form platform where they assume their audience isn't even on it for buyers and sellers?
Yeah, so a couple of things. So the first thing is when it came to actually creating the content, I actually was able to get a referral for, I think it was about $705,000. So I got a deal out of the TikTok video, and I've gotten a lot of followers and new businesses just coming to me because people see the content and they're like, oh, this guy's cool. He knows his stuff. I'd love to hang out or work with him. So you don't always have to create these professional videos like, oh, here's an open house, here's that. Create content that's funny and allows you to engage and connect with people, because that's really what you want. And TikTok, again, it gives you this aggregating platform where you can kind of pick and choose what you want and do a little R&D, rip off and duplicate, and pump it out there. And it gives you something to keep you top of mind. Because if you're like, oh, what should I put content out? You just go on TikTok, scroll, find something funny, rinse and repeat. You don't even have to think. And that makes the formula so much simpler. And I would just suggest for people out there, if you're trying to figure out what to do, just go on TikTok, copy, rinse, repeat, post it. And even if people aren't engaging, you will see that they're seeing. And that's all what we're really trying to do, is just stay top of mind.
Yeah, and one of the things that I love most about what you've been able to do is that you're super authentic, right? I think, I always like to revert back to the thing where a lot of people feel like in order to start getting deals from social media, or to even start posting on social media, they have to look a certain way. They have to be buttoned up, perfect, clean press, suit, tie, the whole 9 yards. And they have to have the script, and they have to, look a way that they feel like is what people are expecting of a realtor to put out. But if I watch your content, you look like the type of guy, and you are because you're my buddy, but you look like the type of guy that I would want to go for a beer with, I would want to hang out with. And what I find is sort of this trend in real estate where, before realtors were gatekeepers of information, and we're transitioning into a time where, people have access to everything and everything with Zillow and Realtor.com and all these websites. Then now realtors, yes, help with the process, but they're more so looking for somebody that they align with and that they would enjoy spending the time in the journey of buying or selling a house with. So what was, why did you do that? Like, I think it's incredible to see that you kind of just went and you were yourself. And, did you have any hesitations to be like that? Did you think that it might push clients away? What's kind of your advice to people that feel like they have to look a certain way while creating this content?
Yeah, I would say I had a micro moment where I was trying to think like, oh, I probably shouldn't post this because it's not professional or what have you. But as soon as I did one thing that was like maybe a little risque and I got so much engagement, that threw that idea out the window, and I was focusing like, really, who am I? I'm trying to be authentic. Like you said, I'm trying to be who I am and really show people that I'm a real person. And like you said, I'm somebody you'd want to go get a beer with and maybe do a transaction or business with. And so that mix of educational branding and also like creative, fun content, I think is really the game, is like have a mix of things. So you have keep people on their toes. And once again, they end up to start knowing you more because you're showing up a lot more. You're funny, so they like you. And then eventually when you're pumping out educational content, they'll trust you because they see that you know your stuff. And that's kind of what my formula has been.
Yeah, and it caught it at such a perfect time because now with, TikTok and then Instagram Reels and now YouTube Shorts and all these platforms, attention is shrinking. And I think the fact that, as a realtor, you're able to capitalize on the movement of, leveraging short attention span content in order to build your business is amazing. For people that are saying, okay, 2021 is here, it's finally time to get my act together and I want to start doing this short form content. Whether it be on TikTok, whether it be on IG Reels, what is your advice to actually get started from somebody that's never put a video before? What would you tell them to do starting today in order to get comfortable with doing the content and then potentially get to the point where they're doing stuff that is, more risque like yours?
Yeah, I would say, you know what? It really just comes down to just sacking up and just getting in front of the camera. I would say go to Amazon, buy a ring light so you look a little bit better when you're in front of the camera. Go to TikTok so you don't even have to think about it. When you find something that's funny and it doesn't have too many lines on it, just click it, boom, replicate it, make one video, post it. Don't even think about it. Just do it, just post it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't want to just do analysis paralysis and just kill this. You just need to start making momentum. And once you start doing it in front of the camera, you'll get more and more comfortable. You'll get better when you're with clients, and just all around, you'll just be a better, business person.
Definitely. And for you, your kind of journey from creating that one, viral piece of content, and then now you've been actually quite consistent with it and, continuing to build off of that momentum. What kind of feedback have you gotten from it from your local market? And what's kind of keeping you going in terms of, are you expecting to put out more content specific to real estate, or are you doing all kind of the comedic skits? Are you going to throw in some traditional kind of realtor content? If somebody's looking to do it, would you recommend they go all personal, all business, or a blend? What's kind of the best practices on a platform like this?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's different for each person. Whatever is going to get you to do it, do that. I would start there. But if you really wanted, what at least my formula is, I split it up, I change it up so that I'm not just one creative, funny dude. I'm not just one realtor dude. And I'm not just somebody who's just doing education or even videos for realtors. I do a mix of everything. It keeps it exciting for me. It keeps it exciting for anybody watching. And allows me to kind of see what works and what doesn't. And I can look from a 10,000 miles up and say, okay, well, what content's getting more views or engagement and things of that nature. So you kind of want to test things out. That's probably just my A/B mentality, A/B testing from being in digital advertising. But that's what I would say. I would say, do whatever is going to allow you to just go and do it. So don't overthink it. But if you wanted something that's been working for me, a nice mix is always a good option.
Definitely. And I agree with that. And, one thing that, one of the last things I really want to jam out with you about is because, you speak marketing too, and you've had a successful marketing business. So I love talking to people that speak the same language. Coming into 2021, you see apps like Clubhouse coming out, which is audio only. You have the TikTok, the IG Reels, the IG, YouTube Shorts that are all short form. What kind of trends or transitions do you see from a realtor's perspective of how should a realtor be showing up? How should somebody be leveraging social media in 2021 to grow their business, whether it be video content or any sort of trends that you've been seeing, and any advice that you have to somebody that's been, kind of pushing social media off for a bit too long? This is the year they want to get started, but they're looking for, how and where.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I think if you're not on social media, then you're gonna lose. At the end of the day, it's the best free platform for you to get as many eyes on you as possible. Back in the day when you were a real estate agent, all you really had was mailers, signs outside that had your face on it that you probably took 10 years ago. That's how most realtors have it, or door knocking. And at this point, you can literally sit right here, make a video, funny, whatever you want, post it, boom, you can get thousands of eyes on it. So I think it's very important that anybody who's been holding off, you just got to jump in. And another thing I would suggest is, like you said, there's so many different platforms. Just pick 2 or 3 and focus on those. And last thing that I would put on top of there is, if you're wondering what you should do, you can always aggregate ideas from other sources, see what other agents are doing. But more importantly, video is everything right now. So, you just got to get in front of that camera, film it, post it, and just go on to the next one. Don't overthink it.
Definitely. I think, the whole pandemic really kind of force people to understand the importance of it, because so many people pushed it off for so long. And then, when you're locked in your house, the only way you can communicate people is online. And now people are understanding the importance of video. But, like Pat was alluding to, it's really important to just take action. Imperfect action is way better than having something perfect and pristine that isn't even out there doing something for your business. So building momentum, and you're going to build up the confidence over time, is incredibly important. Now, it's been incredible to have you in our group, because you're a leader in this, short form content space. And it's been exciting to see you inspire other people in our group who I know who have looked at what you've done as a role model and started doing it themselves. EXP is always an interesting topic, and it's something that, a lot of people kind of make their own assumptions about or have misinformation. And for somebody like yourself that knows how to, generate business, and a lot of the marketing side, so you're very tech savvy, why did you decide to align with our group and this brokerage? What kind of, brought your attention to realizing that EXP was the right model for you?
That's a great question. I did have a lot of background in digital advertising, so I felt like I knew a lot already. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to, when I spoke to you, you guys really had proof of concept and a proven formula and a map that took you straight to success. I had lots of information from different sources of how I would do it, but you just had such a straightforward process that it was a business move for me to move and jump on the Wolfpack team. And when it comes to EXP, that was also a business move. I had a couple other EXP agents reach out to me. The beautiful thing I loved about the Wolfpack was how much value I got for signing up with the team. I could have signed up with anybody, but at the end of the day, you want to sign up with somebody who's going to provide you some value and actually give you something in exchange for that. And you guys gave me a community. You gave me, again, that A to Z, with all the video courses, with the Facebook ads, YouTube and Instagram, like everything to help me just systemize my business when it comes to leveraging social media. You guys brought so much value. It was kind of a no-brainer. And then when it comes to EXP, I've already capped. I'm now getting 100% of my commissions. Like and then I got all the stock options. My stocks are absolutely crushing right now. The EXPI stock is absolutely nuts. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me, but yeah, I'm so pumped that I made the switch, because I'm now making more money than I've ever made. And I have so many different streams of income as well by just signing up under one brokerage.
Yeah, and I think, the community part is such a big thing, because even though I've done really well on social media and I kind of, have my specific platforms that I really like to dive into, the short form stuff wasn't my jam. So I was able to look at you and learn from you. And I think, that's such an incredible thing, is that, I find it at other brokerages, agents are all working in silos because nobody really benefits from each other from that environment. But in this environment where everybody wins, it's, I find myself learning different things that I never even thought would apply to me, because everybody in the group brings something so different. So, you crushed it in 2020. You had viral videos, you capped, you made some transitions, you've been building your brand. For people that are going to start checking you out, what can we expect from you in 2021?
That's a great question. So lots of more funny content for sure. I'm also going to be pumping out, I've had a lot of agents. I'm starting to build my team, and I'm trying to put together kind of training programs, kind of going off that short form content and ideas of that nature. So if you're an agent yourself and you want ideas on how to create good content for real estate agents specifically, I'm going to be pumping out some of that content as well in 2021, just to kind of connect with other agents, maybe build more of a community as well, and kind of show people, I got nothing to hide. A lot of these agents out here, everyone tries to hide their cards. I am all about value and just sharing, and I love to, document some of my wins and losses. And if there's anyone I can help out there just by making a video, I'm going to do it. So great content for real estate agents as well as buyers and sellers, but a lot of great content for marketing specifically for real estate agents. You can see that in 2021.
I'm super excited to see it, man, and that your consistency is great to, continue to check out your videos and, live my vacation dream life vicariously through you in Hawaii. Can't wait till I can get back down there. But, super grateful for you to share this, because you were kind of the one person that comes to mind from any agent that I've ever met that's been able to highlight the true self and be able to do well on the platform, not caring about, what the optics are, not caring about what people are expecting, but just being yourself. And I think that's the biggest thing people can take from you, is the fact that you've just been yourself, executed, and, leverage what's already proven to work. So super grateful, man. Any last words to people that are looking to, get started this year and, have been sitting on the fence for too long?
Yeah, I would say pause this video. Well, first, like and subscribe to this video, and then get your phone and just go film something. Just go right now. Don't think about it. Just go and post it.
I love it. Truly, guys, do it. Make sure that you don't go down the rabbit hole and watch 100 other TikTok videos after this. Get off, take action, implement, and then start to fine tune it over time. So Pat, super grateful as always, man. Incredibly, a ton of value in this video, and super happy to finally have you on here, man.
I appreciate it, man. It's great to see you, Mike. And yeah, if any of you guys are looking for marketing videos, or I have all the videos on my YouTube channel about the TikTok story and some other ideas that I put up there. So go check it out.
Definitely, guys. So I'll be tossing all of the links to Pat's stuff in the description, as well as the pinned comment. Make sure you go check him out, give him a follow, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.